Hello and welcome. How are you finding this isolation and self-distancing? I'm finding it very hard, like a lot of other people. If you remember in Eleanor's thought for the day, she said how difficult it was when you live on your own, that you have no one to touch. And our story around this verse today is about a woman who longed for a touch. She had been bleeding for 12 years and she tried various things. She'd been to see doctors, she'd spent all her money, and Mark tells us in his gospel that she only got worse. And the fact is that the bleeding made her an outcast. She was untouchable. Nobody would have anything to do with her. She was unclean. She couldn't visit the temple. And nobody would touch her because they thought it would make them unclean as well. All this woman wanted was to be able to touch Jesus. She knew he was in the area, she'd seen him make other people well, and she just wanted to reach out and touch him. Now, as you can imagine, as she was unclean, she couldn't walk through the crowd. She had to go from behind. And you can imagine she would stealthily have crept up and she reached out and she managed to touch the edge of his garment. And immediately she was healed. Can you imagine? She must have been dancing for joy 12 years and she was healed with just one touch. Touch is so important, isn't it? And in these days when it's just not possible for so many of us, there are ways that we can use to reach out and touch others. How many of us have said, oh, I must get in touch with so-and-so to just reach out to them. Maybe they're finding it hard too, and we can just reach out and touch them. Or maybe an act of kindness, just to go and leave something on somebody's door. We can reach out and touch people's lives, and we can make a change just reaching out to them with the love of Jesus, because touch is so important.